This is a video of my 1973 Ford Maverick. This is an original California car that came in this color, which is called Saddle Bronze. Lovely color. I recently repainted it and did a light restoration. The previous owner had started a Restomod project on it and put a fuel injected 302 in it. This is originally a 302 car with power steering and power brakes and automatic transmission. Now instead of the original 3-speed, it has a 4-speed overdrive in it. In 1973, Ford, well, for federal reasons, they had to put a safety bumper on it, a big 5-mile impact bumper. This is the original bumper, but we cut it down and tucked it in 4 inches. So now it doesn't stand out like a sore thumb. It actually fits the car well. See there, the disc brakes up front. The tires are staggered. We have smaller tires in the front, they're 15s, but in the back we managed to fit two 55/60s, which is a big tire for a Maverick. And they do not rub. In the rear here, I painted the rear tail panel dark. It looks really cool. This is a dark gray metallic, and the bumpers have been painted pewter, which is a silver gray color, and in the sunlight they sparkle really nicely. This is where Ford put the Maverick badge in 1973. Another cool thing about Mavericks is the back windows don't go down, but they do pop out, which is really cool. It does have a back seat. It's not bad. Wouldn't want to be a full-grown adult back here for a long trip, but we reupholstered the seats. New carpet. Obviously auxiliary gauges, which you need because it just had idiot lights. Aftermarket steering wheel. Do have the original steering wheel. These door panels are the original door panels. This is the original paint on the inside of the doors. This is the original paint on the door jambs. Now we'll fire it up. Okay, here we go. It's fuel injected, so you don't have to touch the gas. And the idle will calm down. There it goes. It's got almost 60 pounds of oil pressure. Great volts. Idling right around 800, I would say. Listen to this exhaust. Sounds good. This is up front. The engine, I put a cold air induction in it, but the previous owner had put the fuel injected engine in. Done all of the bits and pieces needed to make it work right. It's got an aluminum radiator, keep it cool. I've driven this I drove about 30-mile drive and it never even got close to warm, and it was probably an 80-degree day. You can see the original saddle bronze underneath the hood too. Untouched. Okay, now we'll look underneath in the trunk. I put the battery in the rear. This is a NHRA approved battery box with a cutoff switch, so if you want to take it to drag racing, you can. It's legal. Underneath the trunk, it has not been painted. That's the original paint. There's the original instructions for the jack. I do have a spare tire with it. It's not in here right now. It's just a emergency one. Here's what it looks like underneath the cover. See, it's clean. It's not show quality, but it's got a nice originality to it. And here we go for a drive in my 1973 Ford Maverick. Barely touching the pedal, she's getting up and going. As you can see, the oil pressure is really good still. Yeah, we'll make this light. It's got the smaller steering wheel in it. I've got the original steering wheel with it, but I like this smaller wheel. Okay, here we go. We can give it some gas, get it on the freeway. It's got highway gear, so it just cruises down the freeway. Maverick. And let's get going. It's got the 4-speed overdrive transmission, so it's going to go into overdrive, and she's definitely got highway gears. As you can see, we're already with the flow of the traffic, and I'm at like 1500 RPM. You could actually put a different rear end ratio in to give it even more get up and go. Great oil pressure, good volts. Off a little bit because the oversized tires in the back. It's probably more like 70.